I'm so excited. I've got this new idea for the podcast, and I'm so glad you're here because we're going to have fun over the next few weeks. I've pulled together some of the key marketing challenges that I see course creators have, and we're going to cover one each week in a little mini course. So I'm going to even give you some steps that you can take to tackle them if it's something that you're struggling with. So let's jump in. I can't wait to share this with you.
Welcome to the Course Creators HQ podcast, helping you navigate the latest techniques for creating and marketing online courses. And now, here is your host, Julie Hood.
Welcome back. I'm so excited to be on a regular schedule again for the podcast and to get to chat with you. So glad you're here. So we're going to be doing these marketing challenges over the next few weeks. And the first one is going to be all about marketing fog. So I think we've all had moments of this where you're just stuck and you're like, I don't know what to do or where to focus or what's going to help. And it's a really difficult challenge to be in and place to be when you're sitting there. And just so you know, you are not alone. I think this happens to nearly everyone as they're trying to figure out what should I be doing? Where should I be focusing? There's so many places and so many people shouting at you about something different that you need to be doing. You know, it's funnels, it's ads, it's TikTok, it's SEO, it's AI, it's webinars, it's email marketing, although the email marketing should be at the top of your list, I will tell you. But the rest of them, maybe not. So it's enough to make anybody think about just freezing, because when we have too many options, we don't know where to focus or what to do. But here's some ideas to help you through this today. First off, you don't need to do everything. You just need to be doing the right things for where you are at right now in your course business. So I want you to start simple, and then we're going to get into 5 more specifics if you want to keep listening. But here's just the simple things. If this is the only part you can catch today, you can get these. One is to get super clear on your offer. We're going to be talking about that more in the weeks ahead. Number 2, understand who you're helping and what they're struggling with. And then choose one platform that you're going to show up consistently on. And then 4 is to make time for all of these things. So we're going to build then on that. And obviously you don't need a 27-step strategy to figure out how to do this. You just need a very clear path that fits for you, that feels doable, that fits into your life and your schedule right now. So that's what I really like to help course creators figure out. You know, let's get rid of the overwhelm, no fluffy marketing techniques, just easy step-by-step support so that we can focus on the areas that are going to be the biggest needle movers for you. So if right now your marketing brain feels a little bit like a browser that has 48 tabs open, and you know, we never do that, right? We never have all those tabs open. Take a deep breath. You've got this, and I've got you with our 5 steps to help you focus and get clarity and move out of that brain fog. So the first focus step for today is I want you to run the sticky note clarity test. The sticky note clarity test. So what is this? Grab a sticky note and write down your offer in 1 sentence. And if it doesn't fit into that 1 sentence, or if it feels kind of vague, you probably need to refine your offer. And this action, this step, forces you to get clarity. So if you can't explain what you're selling in 1 sentence, your audience can't get it either. We need to keep it simple because simplicity is what will sell for you. So let me give you a few examples to help with this one. So you decide, are these a good or bad sticky note clarity tests? Number 1, I help busy teachers turn their classroom expertise into profitable online courses. Is that a good or a bad sticky note? And I'll tell you, this is a really good one because it tells you who the course is for. It's busy teachers. It's also very clear because it explains what outcome it gets for them, which is to turn their expertise into online courses. It's focused and it's benefit driven. So we like that. Here's another one for you. Helping people live their best life through coaching and content. Is that a good or a bad example? And actually, this one isn't great. And why? Because it's very vague. Helping people. People is not focused enough. And best life, that means a whole bunch of things to a whole bunch of different people. Another word that kind of falls into this is success. Helping people find success. Like, success means so many different things, and it's not specific enough that you can speak to it. And then this example also doesn't talk about what kind of coaching, what kind of content, what kind of outcome. I mean, I guess sort of best life, but not great on that one. Okay, here's another one. I teach moms how to start a freelance writing business during nap time. Is that good or bad? I teach moms how to start a freelance writing business during nap time. So I love this one. It's very specific. The audience is moms. The transformation is to start a freelance writing business. And then during nap time is showing that you know your audience, you know moms are busy, and gives them a way to relate, that you know more about them than the standard person teaching this. So all of that is perfect. Okay, here's another one. I help therapists create digital products so they can stop trading time for money. Good or bad? Actually, this one's also good because it talks to the who, the therapist. It's a very specific pain point that is known for them, that they are meeting one-on-one and tired of doing one-on-one work. It also gives a very clear benefit. So you're going to take them to digital products. So you can see how these things are clear and detailed. They're not long, though. So you don't have to have this big, long sentence. In fact, the shorter, the better. You want to be able to state it in one sentence. So here's the last example for you. Empowering transformation and growth for modern professionals. Good or bad? And actually, this one is bad. It does say who, I suppose. It says modern professionals, but that's a little bit vague. And then it says lots of buzzwords here. Empowering, transformation, growth. I mean, they sound good, but what exactly does that mean? Where are you taking me? What kind of transformation am I going to have? So I'm going to challenge you to do your own sticky note test. And then if you want to come share it with me, I'm going to put a post out on Instagram so that you can reply with your sticky note clarity test and let us know what your one sentence is on your sticky note. So I hope this was a fun exercise and you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what you have for your course. Okay, the next one, number 2, use the one-person rule. The one-person rule. So before you do anything, before you write content, before you pick your platform, before you figure out what social media thing you're going to try this week, I want you to talk to one specific person that you're helping. So you can even, if you want to take this a little bit further, you can even give them a name. Maybe you know what they are struggling with. You know what a goal is that they are trying to reach. And the reason you're doing this is because marketing becomes so much easier when you're talking to a specific person and not shouting it out into the void of just anybody that you could snag. You really want to focus in on what your audience is struggling with and what they need. So sit down, think about this a little bit. After you get going for a while, this will get easier because you'll start getting responses from people, either to your emails or to social media. And you can actually have real people that can fill your one person. But for now, just think about who it could be. Give them a name, maybe a couple specifics. Don't make it a big exercise. I don't want this to take you more than 5 minutes, but start gathering that kind of details into your one person that you're reaching. And then your action step number 3 is to pick your green light platform. Pick your green light platform. And what that means is I want you to choose one platform that you like enough that you will show up on it consistently for 90 days and then ignore the rest of them for now. So what this means is pick your poison is what I wanted to say. But, maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's Threads, maybe it's Substack, maybe it's YouTube, but whatever it is that you like the ones that you like to hang out on. And I want you to do a 90-day experiment where you are doing the minimum each day to put content out there. And so you might want to pick something easier, something like Threads or even Substack lets you just post notes and it's super fast and you can spend 2 minutes and you can have something out there. Or you can do something that's a little bit more work. Maybe it's YouTube and you do one video a week and you comment on other videos for the rest of the days of the week. And the reason I want you to do this is because if you're trying to be on all the platforms all the time, you're going to get not only burnt out, but the content isn't going to be very good. So I want you to really think about where you can hang out that will reach your perfect audience. And we're going to talk about this more next week, about where your audience can be. But I want you to start thinking about which ones you like, which platforms you like. And maybe this week you just experiment and you go do a few things and see, like, where am I having fun? Where do I like to be? Okay, step number 4, your 4th action step is to create a digital center for where you are going to focus over the next 90 days. So this is my recommendation. You can put this anywhere you want to, but this is one of the tools that I like to use. So you create a new document on Google Drive. We're going to start tracking these. For example, you're going to paste in there these 5 steps so that you can do them this week. But you start tracking things as you're making notes about what's happening and what you're doing. So I like Google Drive and a Google Doc because I can post content in there, kind of format it. But you could do this in whatever tool is easiest for you. But the real secret here is to have a place where you're capturing everything. So if you're going to do this Google Drive option, I also want you to put the Drive app on your phone so that you can easily click on that, because the idea is that every time you get this new idea about something you can do, maybe it's a new tool, maybe it's a link to something that you want to share or a new strategy, you put it into this document to help you focus on what you're going to accomplish. So use your Google document or notes document or whatever you want to use that's easy for you. Just have it both on your computer and on your phone so you can be putting content into it as things come up for you. And then the last step is to create a tiny but mighty weekly routine. So tiny but mighty weekly routine. So we're going to pick 3 actions that will be needle movers, and I want you to stick to them for the next month, at least 90 days if you can, and hopefully we'll get some results for you. That is my goal for this Where to Start podcast episode, is we want to start seeing some results, because those results then compound. So let me give you some ideas for your 3 repeatable weekly actions. One is I want you to send an nurture email once a week. Send an email, preferably with something that folks can click on. So clicking over to, even if it's just a post on the platform that you picked, that's fine. We just want to get them used to clicking. And then because of that, we're going to have one post that you are doing. So for some of you, that might be a LinkedIn newsletter post. For some of you, it'll be a Substack article. Some of you, it will be an Instagram post or an Instagram reel or an Instagram story or whatever it is that you want to send people to. And then the third action is a sales call to action. So you're going to offer something. So hopefully you have a way to get paid. We're going to create simple links and link to something and just start putting offers out there because we want people to start seeing what it is you have available. So maybe you have one offer that you reuse every week this month. That's fine. The people need to see things somewhere between 9 and 15 times. I keep hearing different numbers before they actually sign up. So that's fine. Use the same offer once a week and talk about it. Talk about a specific thing that they can be gaining from jumping in with you. And getting this consistency going, this weekly action, these 3 things, your nurture email, your post, and your sales call to action, if you can get these 3 things going, it will build not only some momentum, but it will build your confidence around how you can fit these things into your life. And this tiny but mighty 3 weekly routine will definitely be something that you can build upon, and it just becomes automatic. And so this was the same sort of thing when I was like my tiny but mighty 3. My post was this podcast episode. I had to do at least one email every week, and then I was always offering something once a week for people to jump in on. So hopefully I've inspired you with this episode that you're going to jump in and tackle these 5 steps and get out of that marketing fog. Jump in and make some things happen. I can't wait to hear what you do. Post on the Instagram post with the sticky notes and tell me about your sticky note clarity test and let me know how it's going. Thanks so much for being here, for jumping into the podcast, and for joining me. I appreciate you coming back after the long absence for the past couple months. Life is finally starting to settle down a little bit, so I'm excited I get to do these episodes again with you. Have an incredible week. Let's sell lots of courses, and I can't wait to talk to you next week. Take care.